In the town of Ravenwood, 24 teenagers, full of dreams and restless energy, set out for one last adventure before adulthood. But they never returned. No calls, no bodies, just silence. For over 2 decades, their disappearance became a chilling legend, whispered around campfires and late-night gatherings. Everything changed on June 3rd, 2021, when a hiker stumbled upon a rusted school bus deep in the Hollow Creek National Forest, hidden beneath moss and overgrowth. Inside were moldy yearbooks, personal belongings, and something far more sinister: a human jawbone. Investigators immediately connected it to the long unsolved disappearance of Ravenwood High School's senior class of 2000ers, who vanished on their graduation trip. There was no record of the bus ever being rented, no surveillance, no road access. Inside, belongings of nearly every missing student were carefully arranged, some seemingly untouched, others organized as if part of a ritual. The forest had kept a terrifying secret for 22 years, something far beyond an accident or tragedy. Back in May 2000, the halls of Ravenwood High buzzed with excitement. Lockers slammed, laughter echoed, and students counted down the days to graduation. Among them, 24 seniors stood together, close friends shaped by shared classes, heartbreaks, inside jokes, and Friday night games. Lila Monroe moved gracefully down the halls, clutching a folder to her chest. Her parents saw her as perfect, valedictorian, student council president, destined for an Ivy League university. But behind her polished smile were sleepless nights and hidden panic attacks. Jared Fields, the class clown, sprinted into the AV room with his camera, filming a mockumentary of their high school life. Bold, relentless, occasionally obnoxious, but sharp-eyed. He intended to capture their final week together, a time capsule of memories. Tyrese Hall, a football star with scholarship offers piling up, carried the weight of expectations on his broad shoulders. His fear of failure grew with each success. Emily Tran, quiet and observant, carried her sketchbook everywhere, drawing classmates in eerie forest scenes she claimed appeared in dreams. She wasn't technically part of the group, but they all trusted her. By the last Friday bell, the excitement of the upcoming graduation trip to Hollow Creek National Forest dominated every conversation. On June 5th, 2000, the 24 students boarded a yellow school bus, ready to escape parents, curfews, and rules for one weekend. Their cheerful departure, recorded by camcorders and waving families, was the last time anyone saw them. By the evening of their first day in the forest, worry began to creep in. Parents back in Ravenwood tried calling, but there was no answer. By the next morning, a search was launched. Helicopters scoured the dense woodland. Dogs tracked dead ends. Yet there was no sign of the yellow bus, no tire tracks, no broken branches. Nothing. It was as if the earth itself had swallowed them. 3 days later, a fisherman spotted something near a river bend, 15 miles from the nearest road. A disposable camera, cracked and waterlogged. Inside, the film had been removed. 10 days after that, the Callahans, whose son Trevor had vanished, received a letter. No return address, no postmark, just 5 words in shaky handwriting. "We made it. Please stop looking." Handwriting experts suggested it might be forged, possibly traced from Trevor's hand. Rumors spread had the students staged their own disappearance, fallen into a cult, or become victims of some ritual. For 22 years, no one knew. Until June 3rd, 2021, when Travis Milner, a hiker and off-duty firefighter, found the rusted bus deep in Hollow Creek National Forest. Its number, 57, barely visible, the interior a tomb of dust, mold, and debris. Among decayed school bags and jackets, he found human bones. 17 bodies, later confirmed, while several others, including 2 teachers, remained missing. Inside a waterlogged backpack beneath the driver's seat, he discovered a folder of sketches by Emily Tran. Haunting images of masked figures, forest rituals, blood-soaked clearings, and faceless silhouettes surrounding a school bus. Emily herself was not among the remains. The scene shattered old theories. The bus hadn't crashed, it was placed deliberately, hidden. Some students were gone, others sacrificed. But who and why remained a terrifying mystery. Days after the bus was discovered, Jared Fields, long presumed missing, appeared at the Ravenwood police station. Thin, disheveled, eyes hollow from years of fear, he whispered, "I was never supposed to come back. They're still watching." His arrival stunned the officers. Jared, a teenager lost for over 2 decades, was alive. Under questioning, his story unfolded. The bus had broken down deep in the forest. They were found by a group calling themselves the Chosen, living off-grid in an isolated sanctuary. At first, the commune appeared kind. Food, shelter, a place to rest. But soon, rules became control. No talking about their past lives. No defiance. Cleansing, they called it. Those who resisted were sacrificed to the forest, never to be seen again. By 2006, Jared had escaped, hiding for years. He had stayed silent, fearing they would come for him if the truth got out. But the discovery of the bus meant the secret could no longer remain buried. He finally came forward to reveal the horrifying reality. 24 young lives had been manipulated, controlled, and slaughtered as part of a dark, ritualistic scheme. Jared alone had survived. Even after his story became public, reactions were mixed. Some parents clung to his every word, desperate for closure. Others accused him of fabrication, unable to reconcile his account with their memories of their children. Protective custody was necessary, as fear of reprisals lingered. Jared eventually wrote a memoir, exposing the cult and its atrocities, leaving the community both shocked and divided. The forest still kept its secrets. Even after decades, the shadows of Ravenwood National Forest hold a chilling truth. The class that vanished is a reminder of what can hide beneath calm landscapes and the darkness that some can impose on innocence. Months after Jared's memoir was published, the story of the Ravenwood class continued to haunt the town. Some believed every word, convinced the forest had hidden an unthinkable horror. Others dismissed it as the ramblings of a traumatized survivor. Yet one fact remained undeniable. The vanished students had never returned, and the forest still held its secrets. Jared became a recluse, appearing only for interviews or meetings with authorities. One overcast afternoon, he returned to Ravenwood High School. Standing before the memorial of the lost students, polished stone slabs bore the names of the missing, a stark reminder of the lives stolen. In his jacket, he carried a moldy, yellowed yearbook. Opening it carefully, he placed a small note inside. "We tried to leave. Only I made it. I'm sorry." The weight of guilt and grief pressed down on him like the forest itself. Memories of laughter, friendship, and terror flooded back. Jared knelt silently, acknowledging the faces of his lost classmates. Then, without a word, he left, leaving the yearbook and its haunting message for anyone who might uncover the truth. Speculation remains. Some say Jared fabricated the story to cope with nightmares that never left him. Others insist the forest concealed something far darker than even he could describe. One thing is clear: the shadows of Ravenwood National Forest still hide a chilling secret, a story of innocence lost and evil unseen, waiting for those brave or foolish enough to seek it. What happened to the Ravenwood class of 1999? Was it truly Jared's story, or is the forest still keeping the final, darkest truth hidden? The story of the Ravenwood class of 1999 remains one of the most haunting mysteries of the century. A forest, a lost bus, and secrets buried for decades, now partially revealed by a single survivor. The question lingers: what truly happened in those woods? Were the students victims of a cult, or is there something even darker lurking beyond human comprehension? Jared Field survived to tell a story no one was supposed to hear, but the shadows of Ravenwood still stretch long, hiding answers that may never come. As you watch this, consider the forests around you. What if some places hold more than just trees and wildlife? What if whispers in the wind carry secrets long forgotten? The truth may be out there or still waiting to be uncovered. What do you think? Did Jared survive a nightmare that few could imagine, or is the forest hiding a story even he couldn't tell? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbelievable real-life mysteries.